Hello everybody, this is the 43rd lecture for IELTS Al Qasir. Today we are taking Book 15, Academic, Reading Test 3, Reading Passage 2. We have headings, list of headings, let's read them at the beginning. 1. Getting the finance for production. 2. An unexpected benefit. 3. From initial inspiration to new product. 4. The range of potential customers for the device. 5. What makes the device different from alternatives. 6. Cleaning water from a range of sources. 7. Overcoming production difficulties. 8. Profit not the primary goal. 9. A warm welcome for the device. And 10. The number of people affected by water shortages. Okay, let's come to the paragraphs. The passage is the desalinator producing clean water. Okay, let's see paragraph A. Paragraph A says, traveling around Thailand in the 1990s, William Janssen was impressed with the basic rooftop solar heating systems that were on many homes, where energy from the sun was absorbed by a plate and then used to heat water for domestic use. Okay, we have here from initial inspiration to new product. Why? Because he was inspired Janssen was impressed with the basic rooftop solar heating systems that were on many homes, where energy from the sun was absorbed by a plate and then used to heat water for domestic use. 2 decades later, Janssen developed that basic idea he saw in Southeast Asia into a portable device that uses the power from the sun to purify water. So in this case, it will be number 3, from initial inspiration to new product. Okay, let's go to paragraph B. B says, the desalinator operates as a mobile desalination unit that can take water from different places, such as the sea, rivers, boreholes, and rain, and purify it for human consumption. This is the first sentence. So, let us check. Okay, we have 6, cleaning water from a range of sources. Why? Because it operates as a mobile desalination unit that can take water from different places. That means from different sources. Okay, so the answer will be 6. Let's see paragraph C. Here, paragraph C says, the desalinator can produce 15 liters of drinking water per day, enough to sustain a family for cooking and drinking. Its main selling point is that, unlike standard desalination techniques, it doesn't require a generated power supply. Okay, that's the sentence. Let's see here. 5 says, what makes the device different from alternatives? And here it explains, because it says alike. Here, its main selling point is that unlike standard desalination techniques, so it's unlike the others. So that means what makes it different. Okay, let's see. Paragraph D says, Paragraph D says, a recent analysis found that at least 2/3 of the world's population lives with severe water scarcity for at least a month every year. So we have number 10, the number of people affected by water shortages. Yes. Okay. Here it says, because it says, found that at least 2/3 of the world's population lives with severe water That means with the shortage of water. Okay, here's the answer. So number 10, 17 will be 10, which means paragraph D will be 10. Okay, let's see paragraph E. The device is aimed at a wide variety of users. Okay, it explains everything. Number 4 says the range of potential customers for the device. It aimed at a wide variety of users. Users, that means here the customers. Okay, so let's see the other paragraph. Paragraph F, which is before the last one. Prices will vary according to where it's bought. Okay, let's check number 2. In the developing world, the price will depend on what deal aid organization can negotiate. So, let's see here. In this case, the answer will be 8. Profit not the primary goal. Why? Because it doesn't have a fixed price. It will vary according to where it is bought. And he says in the developing world, that means in the undeveloped countries, the price will depend on what deal aid organizations can negotiate. That means it depends on how much they can pay. So profit is not the main thing here. In this case, the answer will be 8. Profit not the primary goal. Okay, let's see paragraph G. Paragraph G says the company itself is based at Imperial College London. Although Johnson is chief executive, still lives in the UAE. It has raised £340,000 in funding so far. Okay, so it talks about money. That means it talks about finance. Number 1 says getting the finance for production, so the answer will be number 1. Okay, let's repeat the answers. 14, 3, 15, 6, 16, 10, 16, 5, 17, 10, 18, 4, 19, 8, and 20, number 1. Now let's move to the other question. How the desalinator works. It says choose only one word. Okay, so choose one word only. Let's see. How the desalinator works is in paragraph C. Why? Because in paragraph C says the desalinator can produce 15 liters of a drinking, so it means how it works. Let's see. The energy required to operate the desalinator comes from sunlight. The device can be used in different locations as it has gap. Okay, let's see. The desalinator can produce 15 liters of drinking water per day, enough to sustain a family for cooking and drinking. Its main selling point is that, unlike standard desalination techniques, it does not require a generated power supply, just sunlight. It measures 120 centimeters by 90 centimeters and is easy to transport thanks to its 2 wheels. So, it says the device can be used in different locations as it has gap, as it has wheels, because it depends on wheels to work. So the answer on 21 will be wheels. Let's go on with the question. Water is fed into a pipe and a gap of water flows over a solar panel. Let's see here in the paragraph. Water enters through a pipe, okay, and flows as a thin film between a sheet of double glazing and the faces of a solar panel, where it's heated by the sun. Let's see. The panel, the water is fed into a pipe and a gap of water flows over a solar panel. So the answer will be film. Number 22 will be film, because it says and it flows as a thin film between a sheet of double glazing and the surface of a solar panel where it's heated by the sun. So the answer of 22 will be film. Okay, let's see the question. The water then enters a boiler where it turns into steam. Any particles in the water are caught in a gap. Okay, let's see here. The warm water flows into a small boiler heated by a solar powered battery where it's covered to steam. When the steam cools, it becomes distilled water. The device has a very simple filter to trap particles. So the answer will be filter here, because it says any particles in the water are caught in a, and here it says to trap. That means to catch them. So the answer will be filter. Okay. Let's go on with the question. The purified water comes out through one tube, and all types of gap come out through another. Let's see the answer. Let's go on. The device has a very simple filter to trap particles, and this can easily be shaken to remove them. There are two tubes, here it talks about tubes, for liquid coming out. One for the waste salt from water, fluoride, etc., and another for the distilled water. The performance of the unit is shown on an LCD screen. Okay, let's see. The purified water comes out through one tube, and all types of waste come out through another. Here it will be waste. Why? Because it says here the device has a very simple filter. Okay, here there are two tubes for liquid coming out, one for the waste salt from water, fluoride, etc. Okay, it's for the waste. What are the wastes? They are salt from water, fluoride, etc., and another for the distilled water. So the answer here will be waste. Okay, a screen displays the gap of the device, and another for the distilled water. The performance of the unit is shown on an LCD screen. So says a screen displays the performance of the device. Why? Because it says the performance is shown on LCD screen. So the answer will be performance. Let's go on with the last one. And transmits the information to the company so that they know when the desalinator requires. Let's see. And transmit it to the company. Okay. Which provides servicing when necessary. It says so that they know when the desalinator requires servicing, because it says which provides servicing when necessary, and it says here when the desalinator requires servicing. So the answers will be 21 wheels, 22 film, 23 filter, 24 waste, 25 performance, and 26 servicing. Thanks for watching. Wish that you liked this lecture. If you liked it, please press the button of subscribe. If you have any questions, ask them in the comments. If you have any questions, write it in the comments too. Thank you very much. That was Mr. Haidar Qasir with you.